let's get meta and talk about YouTube on YouTube. And if you're watching this stream live on YouTube, there's another level. So there are some changes going on at YouTube, namely a new layout, which I've heard about in emails from some people here at the Young Turks and have ignored a little bit. But luckily, I have part of YouTube's first creator class, Andre Meadows, here.
What's up?
What's going on at YouTube?
What's going on at YouTube? Well, it's pretty much public knowledge now that yes, they're making a new YouTube channel layout, a new design. You know, it's like a cycle every 6 months or so. Got to change something on that website. But yeah, it's a pretty major change in the fact of how your channel pages are going to look. Last year they made this sort of left side bar that has your channels, the recent videos or notifications from your subscriptions and things like that. So the idea is to keep that there when you go to your page, and now your page is going to be a little bit different where you'll have a banner at the top. You'll be able to group your content into what they're calling shelves. So it's it's kind of like a playlist, but it's not like it's because your shelf could have videos that you made, it could have videos that other people made, it could have actual playlist block in it, and it's like these little, you can like categorize it.
Is that to maybe make it look more like a social media platform?
I think that's the idea. I think
that's a lot what it sounds like.
Yeah, I think that's totally the idea, because I think what it's happening is, and this is sort of a thing that they've been talking about a lot too, is YouTube is trying to get more people to watch YouTube on a regular basis.
Oh, good.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, yeah, because we've usually been accustomed to the viral video where it's like you go in, you watch that one video, you share it with your friends, and then you go off and go do something else. What they're wanting to do now is especially because they're putting so much money in and really trying to promote their original programming, because people are doing
Watch the point here on the Young Turks.
Yeah, and then also YouTubers themselves are making high quality programming, so they want to be able to get somebody to come in there and like, I'm going to watch YouTube for half an hour, like they do when they go to other video sites like Hulu and stuff like that. So I think this is all a way to try to do that. Some of it's good, some of it's not. Some people love it, some people are like,
I think it sounds good because, well, we're doing this integration more with televisions.
Yes.
So is that layout to optimize that experience?
That's the big piece, because I think what people really got upset about, which is understandable, we've had these nice, beautiful backgrounds that we could, well, I'm going to say beautiful in the sense of if you were graphically creative, you could make that beautiful. You have the potential to make it beautiful, or you could make it very MySpacey. It depended on who made that. So people, of course, got upset when all that went away. Even I first was like, what? When I just saw this banner. But the thing is that, yeah, a lot of people now are watching YouTube on the television, you know, through Xbox, on mobile phones especially.
I've seen the analytics.
Yeah. So they want to be sure that we could have a look that was spread across. So what happens is when you make this basically this large banner, and it even has on the when you give all those steps of how what your dimension should be of, okay, you'll always see this no matter what, and then everything else is kind of open. So that way, if I'm watching your channel on the computer, if I'm watching your channel on TV, I'm watching your channel on the mobile phone, I'm seeing a similar brand throughout across the different platforms.
Instead of just like
the generic, the generic YouTube app,
standard across every channel.
Yeah, and if you look at some of, like, I don't know if it's the app itself does it right now, but if you go to like the mobile version of YouTube on your web browser on your phone and look at some of the new channels, you'll already see that they have the YouTube bar at the top, and then your banner, and then all your videos and stuff like that. So
I kind of like it.
Yeah, it's going to be, there's already, I'm sure I heard about the petition that people are signing, and I understand people are angry, but I think that if you think of it in that sense of like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to look the same across, there still are some things though that, I think it's on its way, but there's still some things I'm still like, I don't know, I like to fix, but we'll see.
What is it that you would prefer to be different?
Well, one of the big changes is you get to have a trailer, So like if I go to your channel and I'm not subscribed to you.
Isn't that just called my featured video?
Well, kind of, because only people who aren't subscribed to you will see it. So it's kind of a way of, if you want to use that space to show, you can show your most popular, you can show any video you want, but you can show like your most popular video, you can show a quick video. But what a lot of people have been doing is making trailers where they'll be like, oh, here's me introducing you to my channel because you're seeing this because you're not subscribed.
So you're making a commercial for yourself.
Yeah, trying to be like, hey, click that button over there. So yeah. But then once you subscribe and you go back to that section, you don't get a featured video.
Well, that seems like a punishment.
Yeah, in a way. So that's a little, because it's because then what happens is YouTube is suggesting, oh, you should watch this video because you haven't seen it. And sometimes, you know how YouTube is. Like sometimes they make a suggestion and you're like, all right, YouTube, right on. And sometimes you get a suggestion, you're like, what? You're suggesting my own video? What the heck? So that's a little, that I would love, like I said, I like featured videos, so I think that would still be cool even if you're subscribed. Maybe not the trailer, but maybe see like, well, here's the latest video in that block and stuff like that. So, and then there's a section, you know how you can like have your recommended channels?
Yes.
So now there's a section which you're allowed to enable or disable, where YouTube will recommend channels that they think you will like based on your channel. And again, some of those suggestions could be like awesome, and some of those could be like, really? So
I think I got one recommended to me, and it was someone who had been leaving nasty comments on my channel. I don't want to subscribe to that. We are enemies.
I will be curious because, you know, of course it's the algorithm that we don't know about or we'll talk about.
Wow.
But, you know, that's my impression.
You're being really, you're putting it on the line. You're in YouTube's first creator class.
No, I'm not saying that. This is my impression of the YouTube algorithm. Where magic things that you don't know about, but they happen.
In the cloud.
Yeah, so you know, like I said, I just feel like that we've seen in the past with like titles, we've seen with the Reply Girls controversy and things like that, we've seen people game the system once they kind of figure out how certain things work. So what I'm hoping is anything that YouTube is recommending that people don't figure out a way to be like, oh, I know how to game that so that I can show up on someone else's channel. So that's the only reason, you know. I always have that vibe of like, if it's my channel, I want to have a little bit of control of what you see. And I feel like in the middle part, totally got that.
It's just going to be something.
Yes, but like I said, you can turn that off. You don't have to have it.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
How do I game that thing on people's pages?
Just put Black Nerd Comedy in every video you make, and then it'll pop up right there, and you will get no subscribers because.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna do that at youtube.com/nerdalert. Subscribe today.
But you know, as with everything on YouTube, there's gonna be a lot of anger, there's gonna be a lot of resentment about it, and then 6 months down the line, they'll do some other change, and then we'll go like, what happened? We love this other change. That's what happened with the last one. I remember people were just like livid about it, and then as soon as they change something again, they're like, well, I just got used to this. It's like, hey, you know, especially if you're someone that creates content, my advice is always, if somebody throws something new at you, just figure it out so that you're ahead of the game.
There you go. Expert advice.